My thoughts on police officers and street thugs. And in my honest opinion, both of those guys are nothing but gangsters. It's just that one wears a badge and the other one doesn't. It's just that one side wears a badge because it protects them. It protects them from bullshit because they're basically protected from the law. And you got the other side, the street thugs that have street power, even though they don't have a badge, but they still get away with a lot of bullshit. And if I had the power right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had the power right now, and I would give it, if for the record, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. But if they don't like what I'm saying right now, they can unsubscribe, kiss my ass, go to hell, and die. But this is how I feel. These are my viewpoints, and this is my opinion. But if I had the power, I would kill off all the corrupt police officers. And when it comes to the street thugs, I'll kill all of them off too. And I'll tell you why. Because like I said before, both of them are gangs. It's just that one wears a badge and the other one doesn't. But they still throw their weight around. They still use their power to oppress the regular people. You know what I'm saying? The regular people that works regular jobs, 9-to-5 jobs, that's trying to make a living for themselves and their family. They try to oppress the little people. And by that, a lot of those motherfuckers, that's a part of the police departments and also those street thugs, they gotta go. They got to fucking go. Because what's that old saying go? Power corrupts absolute. You know what I mean? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. That is so true. That is so true when it comes to the street thugs and the police officers, man. They have the power. But once they have absolute power, it corrupts them absolutely. See, we have to keep in mind that both of these motherfuckers, man, are full of shit. Yes, I'm talking about the police officers and the street thugs, man. A lot of those motherfuckers are full of shit. Because I realize that once people get a taste of power, they want more and more and more to the point that they think that they are above others, but they're not. They're not above the people. They're not above regular 9-to-5 working people or just regular people in general. Just because you hide behind a badge does not mean that you're untouchable. There's been plenty of officers who has been touched, who has been killed because they fucked with the wrong person. I'm not talking about the good cops that got killed. I'm talking about the crooked cops that got killed. All because in the name of greed. All because in the name of so-called corrupt power. So they wanted more power to the point that they got killed off because of their greed. And when it comes to the street thugs out here, now you know a lot of those motherfuckers got killed off. But back in the day, when it came to those street thugs, there was an honor amongst thieves. And when I mean an honor amongst thieves, I'm talking about a code of conduct. And with that code of conduct, they kept the gangsters in line. They kept all the street thugs in line. They kept all the street thugs in order. Because without that code of conduct, everything would be in disarray. Everything would be so disorganized. And look what's going on right now. There's no order. Just absolute chaos. That because all the big timers went to jail or they died, and you got all these so-called little timing motherfuckers that's taking over the gangs and they don't know what the fuck they doing. All because they trying to enrich themselves. They don't give a fuck about the gangs, man. They don't give a fuck about the other units in their brotherhood, man. The only thing that they care about is themselves. That's all. They don't give a fuck about the drug empire. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about their own gang. They only care about themselves. That's it. And when it comes to the police officers, man, they piss me off too because they supposed to help the people, but deep down, a lot of them really don't because not all of them, but there's a nice amount of them are corrupted. Some of these motherfuckers are very corrupted. And that's why you have regular citizens don't trust the police because they're not trustworthy. let alone the gangs and the street thugs. I mean, you already know the motherfuckers are something else too. They really are. But what I'm trying to say is that if I had the power, I would literally kill off all the street thugs. And when it comes to the police officers, I would kill off every single corrupt official that's a part of the police departments, that is a part of the police precincts, because they don't deserve to live. They really don't. They really fucking don't. By destroying the gangs, no, by destroying these two gangs, by destroying the crooked cops, and by destroying these street thugs out here, maybe, just maybe, the neighborhoods would be, just maybe the neighborhoods would be in a safer place. And I could be wrong. Oh, but when it comes, I will say this one thing though. When it comes to these government officials out here, a lot of those motherfuckers need to die as well. I said it. They need to be put to death because a lot of these political figures that's a part of the government, whether they are part of the House of Representatives, the House of Senate, or whatever, a lot of those motherfuckers need to be put down too. They need to be put to death because a lot of those motherfuckers, man, that's a part of the White House, they're very corrupted. They're sick in the head, and they need to die. They really do. There's too much corruption here in America because I live in America. There's too much corruption. It's all about greed, and that's about it, man. It's all about corporate greed. And we're so fucking arrogant to the point that we can't be touched, but we can be touched. America is losing their power right now. The Western civilization, aka America in the forefront, is losing its power because the power of the dollar is basically losing its momentum. It's basically losing its grip of power because everybody is switching to the gold and silver standard. People saying that we're switching to cryptocurrency, but that's not the real end game. I'm gonna tell you, fuck it right now. Fuck it. I'm gonna tell you the real end game right now. You know, this is off the subject, but I'm gonna tell you the real end game. The real end game when it comes to all of these countries out here, they trying to go back to the gold and silver standard. They trying to go back to the real money-making imprints. They trying to go back what's really substantial when it comes to economics. And that substantial money is the gold and silver standard. Because with that gold and silver standard, it's a strong. How can I put this? The gold and silver standard is a strong backing when it comes to all economic levels. When it comes to the whole economic system. Because when you deal with paper money, it's just IOUs. It's basically paper money is useless. Paper money is just a bunch of IOUs. But when it comes to the gold and silver standard, it's a strong backing to the economic system. It is way stronger than paper money because gold and silver standard is more substantial. It holds more weight. You get what I'm saying? It holds more weight when it comes to the economic system. See, that's the whole end game when it comes to these countries. That's the whole end game when it comes to breaking down the Western civilization. They're going back to the silver. A lot of these countries are trying to go back to the gold and silver standard. People talk about some cryptocurrency. I get that, but the true main end goal is the gold and silver standard. They try to bring that back because the gold and silver standard is more substantial. It holds more weight, and there's a strong backing to all economic systems. But I digress from that. When it comes to these police officers out here, man, when it comes to these crooked police officers out here, and when it comes to these street thugs out here, and also these corrupt political officials out here, they all need to be dealt with. And to tell you the truth, all of those motherfuckers need to be put to death. The crooked cops, the street thugs, and these all these corrupt political figures, they all need to be put to death. And that's real. That's really real. Plain and goddamn simple. Plain and motherfucking goddamn simple. Because I'm tired of all the bullshit. I'm tired of all the lies that they're feeding us. And I'm tired of all the destruction that I see that's around us. And I'm tired of all the broken promises. I'm tired of all these broken promises, man. Enough is enough. This bullshit is going to have to stop. No more pain. No more corruption, man. Justice is justice, man. And we have to give it. We have to show what justice really means. No more talk. But that's all I got to say about that, man. Shit, that's all I got to say. Thank you so much, and have a good day.